Alright, so here today we have some fun stuff to talk about. So, if you don't already know, yes, this title exists, correct? I want to make something clear. I tried to do a lot of sort of investigation across the web about this information and seeing if anybody else published it. No one else did. The only thing is, this says to be, it's an exclusive interview, that's where they got it. I checked the credibility of the site. It looks like it exists, but I want you to with a grain of salt as always, as we don't know what's going to happen, and this all could just be up in the air. It makes sense because we all have been speculating this too. A lot of my comments have been coming to this conclusion. Shout out to everyone that's been commenting that. But yes, if you don't already know, Shifto's making a new game. That game potentially is your next collaboration, or an upcoming collaboration, just because, again, companies like to cross-promo. I'll explain that here today. Like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's hop into it. I'll explain everything, don't you worry. So first things first, let's get to the bottom of things, right? Let's do this first. So this is the article that I found, or the Reddit post that I found. Shout out to this person, absolutely cooked here, sharing this information with everybody. Stellar Blade dev considering crossover content with saucy smartphone shooter Nikke. Oh my god. And then we have the article link there. The site's called Push Square. It's known for releasing content or news and rumors and stuff like that regarding PlayStation things. So that's how they've been here for a while, right? This site's been there. I used to see this during like the Last of Us 2 days when I was playing that game when it first launched, right? They're known to be sort of reputable. Sometimes not so much, but again, it's like, who knows, right? Every site has to have those articles in there, so I can't really say much there, but I have no idea. So let's go with that being the one thing. They've been here for a very long time, so scoring an interview with the director of Stellar Blade might not be the hardest thing, but who knows? Let's keep going here. First off, why does it make sense, regardless of what this article has to tell us, why does it make sense? Stellar Blade is also developed by ShiftUp. ShiftUp develops Nikke. They also develop now Stellar Blade. It will make a lot of sense to promote their IPs. Grand Cross does it. Every gacha game I have ever played does this constantly because it's like this. We opened up this game, correct? That being Nikke. It's a freaking colossal success. It is doing with numbers. We then take that money, make a new game called Stellar Blade. Now, we need this game to get promoted. We need this game to have promotion. How do we do it for free, for cheap cost, for whatever? Light bulb goes off. They understand. Let's do this. Nikke, our big cash cow, our massive game that's like raking in how many ever players. Let's just share the Stellar Blade IP with them, do a collaboration event, get players happy and whatnot, and then the articles come out, all the information comes out, so players that play Stellar Blade find out about Nikke, players that play Nikke find out about Stellar Blade, and they just perfectly cross-promote for free without much advertising cost, and it's between themselves, the money they make themselves, it's like sharing money with themselves, right? It's like doubling money, basically. It's an infinite money glitch. That's what they do here, right? So for them, for a company standpoint, makes a lot of sense. Hence why we were talking about it. Stellar Blade recently got announced, actually, for a release that I think in April or later this year. So keep that in mind. It would make sense. Maybe that's why our collaboration isn't happening, because they're going to push 2 collabs this year, or just one, and that only collab being Stellar Blade to promote their own IP, to do it that way. I'm wondering how you feel about that if that were to happen. Again, take with a grain of salt. I'm not confirming anything here. I want to read the article to you. You do what you will with that information. And if anybody ever kind of dealt with this site, being Square Push, I think that's the name over here, just let me know if you know anything about that. But with this, it's what it looks like. This is the game over here. Stellar Blade, it kind of introduces one character named Eve. This character is like fan service central. it's Shift Up, bro. They're definitely going to do that, right? But that's what the entire thing is here. There's a lot of gameplay they released over here. It was like a big event. This game is, first off, also getting, it's getting canceled on Twitter, I heard. I don't have the TLDR on that one. I just know that I think it's like, I don't know what the reason is. There's like one thing canceling it for, like, you know, you shouldn't have, you know, female assets being on display like that. And the other one was canceling it for another reason, but I'm not going to dive into that. I don't know what happened, but it's something going down. Stellar Blade dev considering crossover content with saucy smartphone shooter Nikke. If that's what the users want, and then it continues, right? So let's read this together. Nikke got us a victory. Korean developer ShiftUp, saucy gacha shooter, is one of the biggest mobile games on the planet, raking in upwards of 25 million per month, baby. That's the number we like to see. It's always felt inevitable that the studio will draw upon the game's enormous success to basically promote the upcoming PS5 exclusive title, that being Stellar Blade, and quizzed upon that question, they asked again the game director, I don't know how to say his name, nor will I butcher it, he cryptically confirmed in an interview with Push Square that it will. Yes, of course, if that's what the users want, then we can do anything that will please them. He admitted, we're currently just discussing how we can do this in order to maximize the attractiveness of the event. So that's real Nikke talk, bro. Like, dude, how many multis you guys want in order to like this event. How many free multis we got to slide your way, and then boom, you know, #1 trending everywhere. Literally, you saw it with A2. They just kept on giving multis. The game literally hit top grossing in like the matter of 2 hours of A2's banner's release. My jaw was dropped, bro. I was on stream like, what the fudge? It's insane. But we're also considering how we can maximize the synergy between these two titles. Our guess, this is again not the director talking, this is the article. Our guess is that Eve will appear in a future Nikke Goddess of Victory banner, allowing fans to add her to the fleet of I'm not reading that. We also wouldn't be surprised if there are some awesome outfits in Stellar Blade based on the more popular Nikkes like Rappi, Dorothy, and Privity. Also, we'll see what happens basically soon. We'll see how it goes, what's revealed. That's again something they suspect later on. But that's where it stands. That's what the article shares with us, all right? So again, the credibility, the site's been here for a while. A lot of this is there. I tried searching if this was ever said before. It wasn't. But let's remove the article entirely and just talk about the game itself. 100% makes sense. It makes sense, bro. They're trying to make this a massive game, and they've been promoting this heavily, and I would not be shocked, dude. It's the same company, it's Shift Up, bro. They're going to probably just do it here to kind of share it. This character can easily show up in our game. It would not be such a hard thing, and it doesn't even have to be a 3-person collab, right? I don't know who the 3 characters would be. I only know 2 characters, as in there's this character being like the main character, and then there's this character, so maybe those are the 2 characters. I don't know who the 3rd would be, but this is definitely a very popular IP, or it's going to be a very popular thing, and sharing it among both games would be like a huge thing they can do. Again, I don't know who the 3rd character is. I don't know. If there is a 3rd character, let me know. But there's a lot of outfits and everything. I wouldn't be shocked if they also do a collaboration with Nikke itself, being you can actually obtain like other character outfits here on this character, and they can do it that way. They've already shown us that there's multiple outfits being planned, and a lot of them do take inspiration off things that I think were mentioned in like, or shown in like Destiny Child. There's one costume that looks very similar to it, but there's a lot of stuff being shown in this trailer here that kind of makes a lot of sense if it were to happen for our game here, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. We don't know anything at the end of the day. You can again read through these comments here. A lot of people understand it and kind of, you know, sees that. But also here, it doesn't really say much about it in the article. Since it's the same company instead of the collab, you can just add the main character to Nikke permanently, not necessarily in canon, just as fan service a reference. Which they could also. It's their own IP, right? They don't have to just make it a collab. But you know, collab events will sell more. Making it limited, more players will be inclined to summon for them. You know, it would make a lot of sense though. Like again, people are also talking about like seamless release. When does this release, bro? Let me just check. What's the name of the game? Stellar Blade release date. Let's see. Because I don't know if this releases. I think this releases when our Annie's happening. So if that's the case, what happens then? So Stellar Blade release date, April 26th on PS5. It can't happen in our game 100% on that day though. No way. I think that's our anniversary. March, April. Yeah, that's our anniversary. So there's no way that it happens then fully, right? Because that's when our Annie is going to go off. Unless they push the Annie back, which would they do that? No, they wouldn't. So either it happens before to hype up into it. They could do that, increase pre-order sales and everything, and launch it in March. Because remember, March, we're suspecting or thinking a collaboration might happen. If it doesn't happen then, would it happen afterwards? I don't really know. The next collab, there's all summer. Then they have to go through summer, so it doesn't make any sense after April, because April, May, June, summer starts around there. So I don't know how they're going to do it there, but they could squeeze it in. Who knows? When we got Nier last year, they could do it then. Makes a lot of sense, but again, at this point, we have no idea. We were thinking like Destiny Child could get a collaboration here. That game ended up shutting down because they wanted to put their focus elsewhere. They wanted to focus on Nikke. They wanted to focus on Stellar Blade too. So we'll see what happens. The potential is there to hype up this game. They could easily do it. It makes a lot of sense. This article exists. If these words really are true, it almost confirms it basically. Like it's like, yeah, like, oh yeah, you know, we could do it if the fans want it, but like we're already thinking about how we can do it and make it attractive, and we're also thinking about how we can maximize the synergy between these two titles. It's like they've said everything, bro. It's as if like, oh yeah, we've been planning it, bro. Oh yeah, be ready, brother. Be ready. So, you know, they also have like the assets thing over there. Keep that in mind. If you want to play the game, you can check it out. But yeah, I don't know too much about it, so I'm not the best guy to give you information on it. With that, I'll end the video here. It'll be crazy to me if this does have a collaboration. It would make sense to me. I kind of said this a few times, but my comments mainly said it, so I'll be honest here. My comments said it before I did, but yeah, who knows? We'll find out soon. Take care. Have fun. That's the video. Just want to talk about this article over here. It could happen. It could not happen. Who knows? Up to you.